Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy. Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift. Better leave these where Mom won't see them. Ah, Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really. Remember, this?
Gah! What is it?
It's of the dog we had growing up, Lady. Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid.
My God. And Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now? We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right?
Yeah.
The estate sale was weird. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay?
We took care of your grandmother, right?
And now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
Wanna just take a minute and look around and...
Yeah. Aside from this...
Amazing that no one...
Just shocking. Ugh. Oh my God.
Just remember that it needs to...
I know. Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's? Grandma's advice column was popular.
For a little while, yeah.
I felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the... Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell me." I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house...
Grandpa Leo was a...
An inspector.
What's that mean?
He inspected things.
Oh, great.
Commercial buildings, mostly. I remember he was very proud of inspecting. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from... Electrical fires are no joke.
No, why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom. Tropically fun and tropically sweet, it's tropical hippos you gotta eat. Who are these people? Mom's friends? I've gotta take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute. Maybe I should start carrying a camera around. We did our best, but the results were... Ugh. Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah. Very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attack.
Ugh, Mom. Please quit already. Oh, how did this end up?
Huh. Must have...
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was...
I remember being so sure that we would actually...
Well, at the very... Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around... I think this one is from South America, and this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls is...
It isn't Japan.
Well, it's a lot easier to drive. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun?
Maybe an intra-con...
Somewhere warm, somewhere where...
Listen, we've discussed this.
Well, what if I just went...
By yourself? No way. It's about...
How come?
There's a bunch...
Like
I said...
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was...
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from...
She kept it up on this display shelf with all... Oh, honey.
It's okay. Grandma held on to it all. She wouldn't have wanted me to... Did Grandma start dressing?
Mm-hmm. After my...
Turned into a hippie.
A bit of a free spirit.
Doesn't look like that rubbed
I
off.
think it might have.
What's this thingy? Maybe to smooth out the surface so there's no bumps? Is this?
Some of the last pottery your grandma after her fine motor skills started to go.
It's still kind of beautiful. I miss her a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I loved watching her. Had she been doing pottery?
Honestly, I think it's something...
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing...
Did Grandma? Was she ever with?
Whoa, where did this...
Well, she just seems so vivacious.
Yeah, no, Oh, hey. Ugh, exhaust. But... yeah, I remember. Well, the what? Oh, right. Right. Yeah, it's around... No, it's... unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not gonna help us with the house?
No. She was just calling...
Any idea where it could...
It must be upstairs somewhere. It has a red and black cover. White...
Okay, let's go. Guess we can get rid of these. I remember hiding in here with a flashlight to read my book.
And a box of...
We'd come to visit, and I'd hunker down in here for hours. I'd be hiding in here, and I'd hear I know she knew I was in there, but I don't know why.
I have only slipped away somewhere very near.
The poem you read at Grandma's funeral.
Mm-hmm. Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this. I did.
You did? That's cool.
Well,
No.
it was actually really hard, but I got it done.
I'm sure all her readers appreciate
Yeah.
Oh, somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he left a very nice...
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Well, okay.
Glad you...
I am the very model of a modern major general. La 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 da 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 mineral. Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back. What's this?
Oh, it's a...
Could August's book be up in the attic?
What could be?
All right. We can go up there, but...
Okay, come on up!
Damn, it's dusty. Now, where's that book? Okay, well, this is just... Why are these up here?
You'd rather they were downstairs?
Good point. Oh, he and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves...
No, he does.
But he's always wearing those bowling shirts, didn't he?
Honey,
Bowling shirts? Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being all...
No. They're definitely a fashion statement.
This explains...
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl.
Yes. Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, and you can wear it.
I'm not getting married. Did you know you were going to get married when you were my age?
Sure. Or I always thought I would.
Well, I know too. And I know I'm not. What's the point of getting married? If you're with someone, I mean, if you're in love, putting a label on it is just pointless. Like, who cares?
Generally speaking, the two people getting married care. And their families.
Yeah, but like, one day you're not married, and then you spend all this money on some big ceremony, and then the next day you are married, but you're still the same people.
It just says to the world that you're committed to each other.
Why agree to hang out with the same person forever when you have no way of anticipating what's next?
That's how you feel now, but you might change your mind when the time comes.
You know, also, if you don't get married, you can't get divorced. So,
Are you saying you wish your father and I had never gotten married? You know you wouldn't be here right now if we hadn't.
oh, don't even get me started on having kids. And anyway, you can have kids without getting married.
So you're not getting married. You're not having kids. You've got your whole life figured out. You don't want the dress. I get it.
It meant a lot to Grandma. Isn't that enough? What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this.
Mom! What's in there?
This is just some junk.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent.
And you've never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
It was a different time.
Sure.
Weird little...
These little stones were from the stream near the...
You painted them?
Me in August.
You were really that bored, huh?
There weren't many TV channels.
Try. Groovy van.
The engine died for good while we were visiting the summer home, so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Did you, like, redo it?
Yeah! Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that?
No!
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll guard them with Well, was Grandma Helen... in some kind of secret?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Grandma, what were you up to? Did Grandma write?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she...
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was.
I meant...
Oh, I mostly just...
that?
It got me through.
Whoa. There was a crime spree?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, department stores and...
So what happened? Did they...
Now that...
Grandma's... should we?
Oh, I don't think...
Oh, Grandma, I'm dead. What difference does it make to me? I can hear. What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home.
Okay, well, now we've gotta go check the old place. To find out who this mystery man was. Don't you want to know?
I don't know, Tess.
Come on.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
Come on. We never get to do stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school.
Well,
You do want. I can see it, Mom.
you know, a little.
Huh?
We could spare a weekend before we have to.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's hit the road and see. We could really use a break from all this. Pack your overnight bag.
Yeah!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind.
What about.
We can FedEx it to her when.
Okay. A road trip. This is. Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure. What are you doing back there? Are you gonna do your homework?
No. Reading in the car.
Then what are you
I don't know.
So stop it.
When did you say the last time you were at this?
Oh,
I'm 16.
I meant about.
So, wow. What was the Industrial Revolution?
Tess,
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, it's a rough estimate.
It was the 60s, I think 19.
So, like,
And you say you're bad at math.
what was it like?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, From what?
Everything, I guess.
Sounds really nice.
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a... Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out.
So you're saying your father...
No, Dad's a hard worker.
Okay.
He'd work late at the video store all the time. He'd be there with the closing shift.
Watching movies on the...
You've gotta have something on for the customer. And he'd manage the schedules, and he even made the window...
Fine, those were... No. I mean, I guess there... Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could...
It needed a lot of work?
Well, not last I saw it, but being
It could still be in good shape. Maybe somebody's been...
You hope so.
No. You know, like... I mean, it'd be nice if it were magically still in good shape. Considering we need a new place to live.
To live in? Tess, I'm sorry, it's... You couldn't live there, and not year-round.
Why not?
Well, it doesn't have central heat, or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Fine. Then where are we going to live?
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know...
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, you know, it's not doing great, but...
Mom.
What?
We need money.
Believe me, Tess.
If Dad was still here.
Excuse me?
He could help.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this
Well,
situation.
have you asked Dad if he could send back some money?
Absolutely not.
But Dad... What? Don't...
I'm not.
It wasn't for work? Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not gonna step in and take that responsibility for him. Your father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. We made decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. You idealize your father, you know that? And...
Fine. Let's never talk about it. Let's never...
Yeah, we're pretty far out.
Maybe I'll see if I can find...
Are you sending text messages to someone?
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It was Dad.
Just getting his...
No comment.
It's alright. Having a
You're not my enemy. Or Dad's.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's... not supposed to. Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I... just...
Well, and it looks...
It's...
falling apart?
weathered. but I
Want to start looking around?
yeah.
It's your groovy. And it's.
Got to keep all the groovies.
Please tell me the keys are somewhere.
They might have been. I can't remember.
Don't do this to me, Mother. I have to see how much tie-dye is in there. Please.
Oh, August was always trying to steal my keys so she could.
Oh, the little. All right. I'm on the groovy. What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's.
Did you do these with...
No, August did. She loved helping my mother in the garden.
Really?
Why do you say it?
I don't know. Can you picture August getting her hands dirty out?
I remember one year, maybe when she. But the plants worked so hard.
Aw, well now I feel bad.
She was a.
So am I. So... To August. She doesn't seem so sensitive now.
Oh. Life happened, I guess.
It's out there. That buried...
Uh-huh.
Do you think he found the gold already?
What makes you so sure Big...
Oh, I love it.
It's 2003, Tess. Anyone can be a Bigfoot.
Is this...
It's a mobile home.
What did I just say?
They're not the same. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took...
Is this... Is this... lady?
There she is.
The resemblance to August, those vacant eyes,
Malevolence?
She looks like a sweet old dog, but it took all... I love... Mom, you know what it sounds like? You had a Francine. I've never heard of Lori before. Are you?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens.
That's never gonna happen. We'll still be friends when I'm as old as a very, like, so.
Wait, you're not...
No, but God, it's gonna be. These have seen better days.
Yeah,
Yeah, this taxidermy must have been beautiful when it was new. Did Grandpa shoot?
Mm-hmm. I shot the deer.
Mom! You were...
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay. Well, mostly. I always did all right with, I don't think, August. I only saw her fire a... She didn't want to, but my dad... So she aimed and fired and missed. That was August's first, and our father didn't have much patience. He had a real thing for, you know...
Maybe it's good to let your emotions get... Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running?
The cops?
For what?
Murder 1.
You think...
Well, innocent until proven
If he
guilty.
was so innocent, then why was...
He was a Robin Hood type. They pinned the murder on him, and he had to make a break for the romantic... Oh, look at
Kurt won that for me. At the fair.
Kurt?
We...
You had a summer fling? Was he cute?
I thought he was very handsome.
Oh my god.
Well...
Cool. Oh.
No.
Ah. So what?
I don't remember. It was just a summer thing. It doesn't really matter.
Wow.
Hey, maybe we should keep looking around.
Nightshade?
It was because he could only come out at night. Or stay in.
Okay, well that's...
August was just a kid. She needed someone to talk to.
Did it have to be a freaky... I mean, what about...
Well, I was a teenager. I don't think
If I had a little sister and
It's different. You don't know what having a little...
Are you trying to say you were justified in not helping your little sister when she was grieving after her father died?
I helped. I did. I mean, we were all there for each other, but... I could have used more help, too. So August made a new friend for herself.
Sheesh, what...
Looks like the wall gave way.
What is this?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said... Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
Well, what's that thingy back?
It's a maintenance hack?
Is there any other...
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you...
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb...
I'm not sure why you're using the...
And also, I really want to see if there's any... Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want.
Hey. No. Locked. Maybe the little key? Nope. What secret? So this is how...
You keep saying...
So this...
Among other
Fine then. You're probably too...
Wow.
See you on the other... Oh. Cool. Ooh, this is good. Mom's gotta see this. Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look, look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat? Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, well, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Can't see much of the
It's near... Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That never...
Do you remember...
Leave my father. I mean, I guess when I was... They didn't seem to...
Make sense?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you. You're both so... Did you used to...
When you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things. But when you get used to each other... But sometimes, you know...
Too late. Because you have a kid.
Well, that can be one...
So you think you and Dad would have... Well, maybe you would have been happier if...
Honey, it's not as simple as that. And it's not... We'll talk about it some...
Wins.
Not today.
Then when?
Not...
What's this about?
Oh. You know, we were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we... I guess I was feeling pretty lost. He became my plan for how...
And...
Yeah.
So how'd you end up...
Sorry?
Well, you didn't...
Oh. It was a lot of years. It was actually when I was in... Your dad was in the audience. He said he was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to...
Aw, it's like something out of a...
I found it was very persistent.
Was Dad?
He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the...
Wow. Did you find that?
I guess at the time I found it. I should have realized it was a red.
Wait,
Oh, God, no. No. Just... You know, it's a sleazy move.
So...
Oh, I don't know. Go mechanics! Oh, man.
But August didn't even go to...
She almost did. Don't you remember Grandma talking?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're...
Yeah, I guess.
It'll be so exciting.
I don't even know if I want...
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college?
I can make my own...
What kind of choice?
I'm not gonna be broke. I've been working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to...
August was lucky.
When I'm a...
Look, I don't want to talk...
Fine. Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy? Oh, how fun. Wait, did they not get to use these? No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids. Aha! Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot?
I think she got picked on when she was little. But she toughened up. I guess...
What changed?
I don't know.
I'd recognize
This piece was clearly...
a cartographic. Do you think there'd be anything? It'd be like a time.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it.
I don't know. Let's just. I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
I guess... Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead.
I hope so.
Oh my god, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room.
Well, dang it.
I think... Look, I think I could get this open.
Awesome. Nice. Now, what is...
During the summers when we'd come here, I had...
On roller skates?
Yeah, I guess.
You were...
Oh,
Oh, please, Mom, stop. According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom.
what?
Oh, yeah. No, it's great. It's great having all the boys. Regardless, this photo of you is...
Sure.
precious. What is this? Oh, right.
My mother was, to be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she...
Do you ever thank your lucky star?
I don't know. You and friends...
Playing The Sims and eating pizza rolls. Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar.
I mean, what do you expect? That's why I'm not...
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the...
Right.
Don't get too...
All right, all right. But look at all this. Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh. Ah, alas. Not so groovy anymore. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair. Holy shit.
How was the stuff?
Well, I found this. You guys didn't just drift apart.
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and it was this.
That sucks.
I just felt like I'd put all my energy, and then I don't know if I've ever cried.
He seems like...
Hey, language.
But he what?
All right. There was a lesson I should have learned. You can't rely.
What?
If you put your trust in one day, they will.
So what? You...
Well, no, you can care about other people.
Are you saying... I thought you said...
Well, either.
Mom, with you and Dad, he always makes it sound like...
He does.
I mean...
If he's telling you, See? If you're fine on your own, remember that.
Well...
Good.
Don't...
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom. Would you have loved...
I wonder what age he thought I was. He could... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. I mean, of course she wasn't just gonna leave.
Sounds like Grandma.
Well, look, he said she started having cold...
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man? And can I start calling him Cam?
You can call him whatever. This is so...
Love makes you do...
Love or...
Both? Freaky. Yet appealing. Oh, Grandma.
Ah, my mom loved this...
Jeez, how many desks did...
I mean, she was a writer.
Well, ugh. This gives me the little key. What's that?
What?
What does he mean when he says those are his kids?
I...
Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad? Could that have been why he was trying to run away with you in August and Grandma Helen?
I can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. This one. This note. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario. Do you want to go check it out?
What? No.
No!
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some... We have the rest of the house to pack up and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should...
Mom. This is your father. It's about who I really am. Was my grandfather really my grandfather? Who was this guy? Who are we? These are big questions, Mom, and...
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win. I just happen... I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why. And if we go check out this address, so if one more day of driving is all it takes to find out one way or the other...
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just...
Exactly. Okay. Should we get going?
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to...
Hotel night. We're getting rooms. Thank you, Mom.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so...
Yeah.
Come on, let's get out of here.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting crawling through old...
It's for the sake of the adventure.
Don't let me stop. So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on. What?
I don't know. Maybe we should keep it. Maybe August would want it.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the...
Welcome back, Nightshade. All right. Time to...
This is not the kind of...
What?
Hotels do room service. This is...
Just like the summer place was...
Right. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next... I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? I'll be back with something to eat.
Well...
What do you want to eat?
Oh!
Burger it is. Do your homework.